What is going on, you beautiful people of YouTube? This is MK the Truth, DODBENT. We're back with episode number 2 of my segment, Worth It or Not. If you guys are new to this channel, please, you gotta come on and join the squad. Also connect to my Instagram. It is the_truth_MK. Also, ladies and gentlemen, all music is produced by me, DODB. I use them as background music on this channel. This particular review is for educational purposes and my opinion as to why these are worth it or not. So we are here with episode number 2. If you didn't check out episode number 1, which was done on the Off-White Air Jordan 1 Chicago, go check it out. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be back, didn't you? We're gonna spice up the channel. Anyway, today we're taking a look at the Mars Yard 2.0 shoe. Now I'm going to give you some insights on whether I think this shoe is worth it or not. Now I think currently this shoe can fetch about 10 grand. We'll get back to that in a second. Anyway, here is the box. I do like the creativity of the overall package. You got Mars Yard Shoe 2.0 Tom Sachs, yada yada yada. We all know the controversy, what happened with Tom Sachs. We ain't gonna get into all that. We're here to simply say if these are worth it or not. Now they do have the original they do have this original saying in here that they should have taken off, which was the like a slave that was supposed to be taken off of this box. Well, they did on the retail version, but this isn't the retail version right here. Anyway, these do come with cork insoles, as you can see. As to the overall, quality of the package, nice cork. I love cork sneakers, if you guys didn't know. But let's go ahead and get into the shoe now. If you guys are new to this channel, I did kind of call a person out on this shoe. I forget his name, what it was, because he wore this shoe for several years, and didn't know that they were fake. Me personally, I don't know what that is, but hey, you get what I'm saying. So my thing was, how can you not question the integrity of the shoe if it was fake? That means just all this stuff is the same. Then when he got the actual shoe and he tried it on, he said there was a difference, and missed me with all that. Anyway, we're here to take a look at the shoe. Now, quality and craftsmanship is a main factor in if a shoe is worth it or not. Worth is not scarcity or limited value or availability of a product. That's not what I look for in things being worth it. I take a look at a shoe, see if it looks good, if the quality, if the craftsmanship and the materials are hitting on all cylinders. Now I'm gonna say this right quick. When I first saw this shoe, I could not understand. I still kind of don't. I don't understand why this shoe fetches for so much. I do understand Tom Sachs, and it's a good looking shoe. I didn't used to think that, but as I've gotten a couple pairs in, I do think this is a really, really good looking shoe. But is it really worth $8 grand? Let me tell you why I do not think it is worth 8 or 10 or 5 or 4 or 3 or whatever it's going for in your particular size. For number one, you have mesh material. If I want to pay 10 grand or 20 grand for something, I want all premium materials draped all over my shoe. I don't want felt. Yes, this Nike swoosh is felt. Yes, that's right. You heard it right. That is felt, a cheap 2-cent material. Then you have mesh on the sides. Now you do have what looks like some pigskin suede. I ain't gonna hold you. The suede is magnificioso. But then you come to more cheap materials. Shape is very, very good. It does look good on foot. Not the most comfortable shoe in my opinion. It's okay. It's one of those, like, it has that workout sole. Tom Sachs, I believe, he like to tear shoes up. That's why he always encourages us to or you to wear your shoes. Now when you get to the tongue, you got more mesh. You got a nice little tongue here, or a patch on the tongue. You get some nice sturdy pull tabs in red, but then you come to the laces, and the laces on the Tom Sachs Mars Yard they don't have the little plastic tips. So if you rip this and tear this up, you SOL, which is another factor why this shoe is not worth it. Now we flip to the medial side, you have pretty much the same thing going on. Not only that, the other reason why this shoe is not worth it to me is because it's sharing the same sole from what's that shoe? I forget what shoe this shares the sole from. So it's not a completely ground up design. I believe just the upper part is the whole new thing. Anyway, flip around to the boot, you got a random pull tab just kind of stitched on the boot here. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's a good looking shoe, y'all. It has a really good suede on here, really good pigskin suede, but it's just the things that are on here is just not worth it. So once you get into the guts of the shoe or the sock liner, you do get a really nice hit of like vegetable. I believe this is vegetable leather. It does look like it's turning a little bit darker, but it's not wrapped in the entire shoe. Look at that. You got more cheapness on the inside, which lends another nod to not being worth it. Then once you get inside the shoe, it is just all just see-through and just like mesh if you look down there or what have you. And I know people don't really care about that, but I care about that stuff when I'm looking for if a shoe is really worth a price point. Now you do get a nice little insole with some padding on the heel and the forefoot or what have you, but that ain't really nothing. And then if you look, the mesh just goes under and comes up and wraps over the shoe. Anyway, the shoe is a good looking shoe. I'm not knocking that. I didn't really used to think that about the shoe. I didn't used to think it was a really good looking shoe until I got a couple pair in hand and I really looked at it. I said, okay, these are actually really good, but it's just really not made out of anything. And I know that's for a purpose. It's supposed to be light and comfortable. It's not really comfortable on foot. It is comfortable, but it's not like, it looks like it's very comfortable, but this sole is like really stiff. Doesn't really have any give to it. And I can't really say that because I haven't really worn a pair, like just worn them and beat them up and kind of broke them. And I've worn a pair maybe 2 or 3 times. But anyway, the Mars Yard 2.0 shoe, very good looking sneaker. But for me, like I tell you guys, or like I just said, worth is not scarcity, or you know, just a couple pair being out in the wild, maybe 2, 3, or 4. I don't care if a shoe is ugly and it's only 2 or 3 pair in the world. It's ugly. It ain't worth nothing to me. This shoe is really good looking. I have no complaints about it, aside from I would expect more materials on it, but I get it's for breathability and for wearability, and I'm not too mad at that. But at the end of the day, if I would say this shoe is worth 5 to 10 grand, I don't think I can justify that. And I don't know if this particular sole here is that type of sole that crackles and withers away if you do not wear the shoe. So for this episode, I'm gonna have to give these a no sir. They not worth it. And I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna say, how much would I really pay for these? I would go as far to pay I would pay as much as, I say maybe 250, 280, 300 for something like this. I just can't. I couldn't see myself paying 10 grand for a sneaker that looks like this. Anyway, this has been a review of worth it or not of the Mars Yard 2.0 shoe. Let me know what you guys think about this video down below, and let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos of my insight on if these sneakers are worth it or not. I love y'all. I'm out.